Okay, I put this on recording. So what are we talking about?
I'm glad you let me fix my hair up.
Okay, let me. I don't have my lipstick on.
Oh, well,
Oh,
you look beautiful anyway. Beautiful on the inside and
I'll
out.
take that. Why not?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were going to talk about a little bit about the course and what we're offering and why it's important to be offering this and who should come. So we've had a great session just now in being really focused on what we were doing because we're passionate about this work and putting it down on paper, all our ideas and all the things we want to teach, and share and guide people through. I am just so excited. I can't wait to be doing this and really, really looking forward to just watching people. That's the amazing part, isn't it? Seeing people grow in front of your eyes. It's from simple things. And yeah, there is some ups and downs and some hard things to go through, isn't there, when we're asking people to look at their lives, but that's part of life too. But we can have fun, and we can, the more I find the more we do in this work, the more fun life is, don't you?
Yeah, and always before it gets easier, it always gets hard. So that's why you have us here to hold you, to guide you, to
absolutely. And that's
know what to do. So
very best part about these sort of spaces is knowing that you are held and you're really being listened to and heard, because we often talk to people and have conversations, but do we really get heard in what we're saying? And do you really have these deep, meaningful conversations with people often? No, not at all.
Another thing, Lynn and I just came out of working on this program that we are offering, and it is reflecting on what we have to offer. Oh God, it's huge. It's really huge what we have to offer, and this makes me so happy.
We could
happy, and it's I mean, I don't think there's ever enough time to fit in what we have to offer. But and we're struggling with that, actually. How can we fit that in all these that we have to offer? But that's why we are here. We actually learning as well how to manage time, how to be the most, how to give you the most in the shortest time. And all those challenges come with that. But the great passion we both have for this, it's just so huge that we don't let that stop us from doing the thing.
The thing, that's what I like to say, and I've said before about having a challenge. A challenge to me now is, whoa, I'm feeling uncomfortable about this. This is a great chance for me to grow and learn, and just work through it. And there's nothing that you can't work through. And that's, again, the great part about having a space like this where you can.
That's that space. That's the importance of being heard, being held, being held in your vulnerable state,
and having the courage to be vulnerable. That's a huge part, and that's a huge part of the growth too, isn't it? Is to be able to know that you're safe enough to be vulnerable and courageous enough to express yourself and release all this old stuff that's just holding us back and doesn't serve us anymore. And I think that's the beauty of a course like this, is if you've never done any work like this before, this is absolute beginner, but will take you so far. It's
and
little practices that we bring into our lives.
Since we've done our first course, you and I took different kind of directions, what was calling us, and we expanded our knowledge, and we brought into this what we've learned. We brought in a lot of tools that will help people to speed up that process that we went through.
Absolutely. And the fact that we've been able to teach each other new things too. That's been a great
Exactly.
gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whereas if we had been working on our own, I wouldn't have learned half of much and had the opportunity to explore by discussing things with you. You know, that's been enormous growth, I think, for both of us, is
for
being
both of us. You
having that
helped me,
space.
I helped you, and
Yeah.
we helped so many around us
Yeah.
in everyday life.
Yeah.
And now we
Our own
need to
personal
bring it
lives.
to the next level, to bring in as many people as we can.
Exactly. And you know what? This is not easy for us either. It's taken a lot of courage. I mean, we're passionate about what we're doing and we've loved putting this course together, but it's taken a lot of courage to actually bring this to the world. And we got to give ourselves a little tap on the back for doing that too, because, you know,
Of course.
we started knowing, well, we knew everything. We've always known everything. We all have it within us, but we started off quite unconscious about all this.
Bring it to our conscious level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, really
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, please. We are both excited.
Both excited at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, you're both excited. As
Yeah.
much for ourselves, it's for others who are going to come and
bring this work to the world and
spread this, make the ripple effect.
Exactly.
One
people in the
person at
palm.
a time. Exactly. And especially those people who still have children or grandchildren, to teach them so they can grow from the early stage without conditioning and without having later on in their life to
do all the work
which we have to do.
Well, I mean, that's probably been a really big surprise too, when we work on ourselves, how that it does affect the people without actually doing anything, except
without trying to make them do.
Not trying to change anybody else, by just being kind and loving ourselves is having that effect. I've seen it in the people around me. So that's a side effect that you don't really realize at the time, you know, of doing this, you know, work for yourself. I call it work. We both call it work, but it's work. And that's, I don't know, I just love doing it.
Work in progress always.
Yes, we're emerging artists always. Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, we can talk about this forever, but
we can, but we better wrap it up. Okay. Much love. See you next time.